Hi, welcome to this week's Transformer review, where we will be reviewing Slug from the Dinobots. This is week 2 of the Dinobots Month. So, we are looking at Slug the Triceratops, who was in the first part of the Dinobots lineage with Grimlock in the episode SOS Dinobots. Because the first three was Grimlock, Slug, and Sludge. But, if we were in England, I could not call him Slug. I'd have to call him Slug. Because Slug is a derogatory word for a woman of the night, so to speak, over there in England. But we're over here in the United States, so we're going to call him Slug. Not Slug. But before we get to Slug, we're going to do our shout-outs of the week. First off is Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia, where you can actually get all your video game needs from the Atari all the way up to present systems, and all the games that go for it, even the handheld games like the Game Boy and the PSP, and games for that. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're in the area, you go across the street to 115 South Loudon Street, also on the Walking Mall, and check out Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where you get Transformers, G.I. Joe, and all points in between. So go ahead and check them out. Unfortunately, I got this guy off of eBay with the rest of the Dinobots, and had a good deal. So, but you can check out Time Travelers, where you get a whole bunch of Transformers from there, as well as G.I. Joe and He-Man and Thundercats and wrestling and all forms in between. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're in the area, you can go to 80 Weems Lane and go to 4-Color Fantasies for all your comic book needs, from Marvel, IDW, and DC, all points in between. Old issues, back releases, new titles, and whatnot. So go ahead and check them out. So when you get that itch, go ahead and get them. And if you need any form of counseling, you can check out both places. First is Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Pascowan Street, Suite number 10, and see Robert C. Brown for any form of counseling needs, so go ahead and check them out. As well as go to Front Royal Pike and check out Northwestern Community Services for other counseling needs and whatnot, so go ahead and check them out. And if you're in the Winchester, Clark County area, you can go to Bank of Clark County for all, and I do mean all, your banking needs. So go ahead and check them out. They got good protection over for your accounts and whatnot. I've been with them for since 2018, so I've been with them for a good 4 years. So go ahead and check them out. So let's get to our boy Slug. And this is Slug in his Triceratops mode. And very good design, very good look. His articulation, his head doesn't move, but his jaw does open. And try to get it to where, see, you can open his mouth. His mouth does become his chest plate. His legs do move, but not very well on my copy. But he does move. And that's pretty much it. His horns do move, but I try not to move them as much as I don't have to. But let's go ahead and take his Slug in his robot mode. So here is Slug in his robot mode, which is pretty neat. His legs don't really do too much, or neither does his arms, but they do rotate up and down. So, but he's still a very cool looking figure. Cool looking Triceratops, cool looking robot. Before we get to really look at him, let's take a look at his Energon Sword. Cool red plastic like Grimlock's. And he's got a single barrel shotgun, unlike Grimlock, which was double barrel. A nice little mo right there, nice little gun. So let's take a look at Slug all geared up. Slug can't really hold his gun all that well, so he's still got his sword in his hand. So pretty cool. So, but I would highly suggest getting him in the whole set. Sorry his hand kind of slipped out. I gotta fix it here soon. But none to say. But it's alright. It's all well and good. But this has been Slag. Tune in next week for another Dinobot. And as for Cobra Island, until all are one. Peace, love, and hair grease.